Israeli forces intercepted the Freedom Flotilla Coalition humanitarian mission to Gaza this morning. Two of the vessels were carrying 9 Malaysian activists. Meanwhile, Wan Saiful Wan Jan was summoned by Bersatu's disciplinary board to provide a statement regarding the issue of the statutory declarations today. Stay tuned for more on these stories and other updates on KiniNews. Israeli forces intercepted the Freedom Flotilla Coalition's humanitarian mission to Gaza at around 10:50 a.m. today. CCTV footage from on board the vessel showed Israeli forces blocking the boats before boarding them. At a press conference later, Humanitarian Care Malaysia, or MyCare, which is leading the Malaysian delegation, confirmed that 9 Malaysians were on board the vessels.
Kesemua 9 buah kapal misi Freedom Flotilla Coalition telah dirampas secara haram oleh Israel, termasuk 9 delegasi Malaysia. 8 orang di atas kapal Conscience dan seorang delegasi Malaysia di atas kapal Saad. Kira-kira jam 10.50 pagi waktu Malaysia. Kami mula terputus hubungan pada jam 10.03 pagi ini.
The vessels are part of a humanitarian peace mission led by the FFC in collaboration with 1,000 Madeleines to Gaza. The mission is aimed at providing live coverage and delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza, which remains under Israeli blockade. In total, the current FFC mission comprises about 150 participants from 25 countries. Still on the topic, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has criticized the Israeli authorities' actions, saying that it went against international laws. In a post on Facebook, he condemned it as a provocative and illegal act. He added that intercepting a humanitarian mission to help those in Gaza is inhumane and against human rights values. He also called for the activists and volunteers to be released immediately, with no harm inflicted upon them. Anwar stressed that the Madani government will do everything in its power to ensure Malaysians involved in the mission are protected. He added that they will reach out to partner nations and other international groups to ensure the volunteers and activists are released soon. Bersatu Supreme Council member Wan Saiful Wan Jan gave his statement to the party's disciplinary board at its headquarters in Petaling Jaya today. It was previously reported that Wan Saiful had been summoned to face the board for collecting statutory declarations in an alleged attempt to push for party president Muhyiddin Yassin's resignation. Speaking to the media later, he said it was conducted briefly, and he had given his side of the story regarding all allegations against him. He also expressed his disappointment at being accused of attacking the party when he criticized Bersatu Secretary General Azmin Ali.
Yang membabitkan saya ada kaitan dengan SD, ada kaitan dengan tuduhan mengkritik Datuk Seri Azmin Ali, dan ialah dia agak susah sikit apabila mengkritik seseorang individu itu dianggap mengkritik parti secara keseluruhan. Seolah-olah kami ini bukan parti. Orang lain kritik kita boleh, tapi kita kritik seorang anak emas ni tak boleh. Jadi tak apalah, kita tengoklah proses keadilan macam mana dalam satu.
Meanwhile, when asked about a rumor that certain individuals were behind Bersatu's ongoing internal rift, this was what he said.
Ini benda-benda yang berlaku sekarang adalah sebab kita semua sayangkan parti. Kita tahu siapa sebenarnya yang rapat dengan yang sebelah sana. Tapi nampak disiplinnya kami ni kita tak nak sebut. Kita tahu siapa yang pergi berbincang dengan sebelah sana. Kita tahu siapa yang dapat duit juta-juta. Jadi kita tak dedahkan setakat ini, tapi jangan tolak kuat sangat, takut nanti ada reaksi.
From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. Petronas President and Group Chief Executive Tengku Taufik Tengku Aziz has apologized for joining in the champagne celebration at Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula One team's recent victory at the Singapore Grand Prix. In a statement last night, he said he was honored to receive the winning constructors trophy on behalf of the team, but admitted that his actions during the post-race celebrations might have been misplaced. He said while he did not consume any alcohol, as a Muslim, he should have been more aware of the sensitivities associated with taking part in such celebrations. Taufik apologized for any unintended offense caused and said he took full responsibility for his actions. He also expressed gratitude for the public's continued support of the company's involvement in the sport, which he described as the pinnacle of motorsports competition. The incident had occurred when George Russell, representing the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team, won the race. Taufik, in his capacity as Petronas president and CEO, went on stage to receive the team's trophy. Urimai chairperson P. Ramazami has called on Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to form a special task force to investigate the National Registration Department and the Football Association of Malaysia over the heritage players issue. This comes after FIFA said it had obtained the original birth documents of the players' grandparents. The records reportedly contradicted the ones submitted by Malaysia. Ramazami said that Malaysian citizenship is an arduous process, with many waiting for years to receive a response from the NRD, despite being born in Malaysia. However, he said if the applicants are third- and fourth-rate foreign players, citizenship is waiting for them with open arms. Ramazami also questioned Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution's claim that the documents furnished by the footballers were in order. He pointed out that the NRD Director General had admitted the agency couldn't retrieve the players' original handwritten birth records and relied on what was submitted. Previously, Saifuddin had maintained that the players' citizenship process followed the law. FAM, meanwhile, attributed the problem to a technical error in the submission process of documents. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. Singapore executed Malaysian death row inmate Panirselvam Prantaman earlier today for smuggling drugs into the country. This was confirmed by his sister, Sangkari, and Singapore-based activist Kirsten Han. The New Straits Times quoted them as saying that he had been hanged. Panir was the second Malaysian that the Singapore authorities executed within less than 2 weeks. K. Dachinamurti, also convicted over a drug trafficking offense, was executed in the Republic on September 25th. On May 2, 2017, the Singapore High Court convicted Panir for importing not less than 51.84 grams of diamorphine into Singapore. He was sentenced to the mandatory death penalty. The Singapore Court of Appeal dismissed his appeal on February 9, 2018. Panir was granted a stay of execution twice in May 2019 and in February 2025. On September 6, the Singapore Court of Appeal dismissed his bid for a stay of execution. Yesterday, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said he had issued a stern reminder to Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Tiong King Sing over an industry dinner that the latter attended, which served alcohol. Anwar also indicated that he did not accept Tiong's explanation on the matter. Following this, we carried out a poll to find out if the public thought Anwar's reprimand was justified and their thoughts on his comments on the matter. Here are the results. A majority at 82% said the reprimand is justified to enforce government policy. Meanwhile, 5% said that his comments could cause embarrassment to the minister. 7% said that maybe the reprimand was necessary, however, they said his comments could have been more tactful. What are your thoughts on the issue? Share your views in the comments section below. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.